I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace, and welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. This is the Cultural Variety Podcast show, and I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast Saturday night, but we also going to mix it in with sports. So I'm just happy to be here, man. How y'all doing? No doubt, man. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. Yeah. I know y'all getting on your big brother today because y'all didn't get to get Cultural Studies Day Monday. Y'all didn't get to get Sports Night on Wednesday. Man, we've been in the lab, man. We're getting ready. We're going hard right now. We're going hard for the fall time. Winter's coming. So, we just trying to prep like them squirrels do when they grab nuts. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But yeah, man, we're just trying to get it right. But, man, I'm happy to be here. As you can hear in my voice tone, it's boxing night. I'm a big boxing fan. My family is a boxing family. Man, we just really enjoy the sport, man. And so tonight, that's what we're talking about. Why? Because there's two major boxing matches tonight. One of them is going on in Australia, Melbourne, Australia tonight. But y'all might not see it in the U.S. until tomorrow or tomorrow morning. Unless you got them channels, baby, unless you got some channels that can take you way out to Australia, you know what I'm saying? But we definitely going to talk about that in a minute. And then we got another fight coming out tonight in the Barclays. So that's what we're talking. We're talking strictly boxing tonight. And we got, of course, we got the today's flavor, because we got to give you the flavor before the show start, right? And we got today's wise words, man. So just stay tuned. Give me a second here, and we're going to definitely get it in, you know what I'm saying? So other than that, listen, go ahead, hit the like button, call your friends, let them know Coffee Talk Podcast is on right now. The show's on, man. That show with Saba. Turn it on, man. Go on to YouTube, man, or go on your phone, or go on to Facebook. But you can check out the show. You know what I mean? Because brothers want to see the show, man. And we definitely appreciate brothers that do tune in. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters. So, again, this is our show. This is for us. This is for the culture, man. Straight up. And this is Coffee Talk Podcast, the Cultural Variety Podcast show. All right, so if you're new to the show, listen, man, we appear 3 days a week. We are in our second season. This is the 8th episode. But we you know what? I stopped with labeling my episodes, man. The first year I didn't do it, and then at the beginning of this year, season 2, I started to label the first 7, and then I just said, you know what? The hell with that. I mean, the F with that. I'm not gonna label my episodes. Either you gonna watch the show or you not. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do, man. And we're just going to keep it continuing to give you the flavor. But like I said, if this is your first time tuning into the show, we appear 3 days out the week. Sunday, Mondays is an alternate day. So what we do on Sundays or Mondays is we like to give you cultural studies. Now, our culture is very broad. You know what I'm saying? Because the planet is ours. You know what I'm saying? So we like to talk about a little bit of everything. We like to give props to our authors, our doctors, our scientists, our scholars, our people. We like to go ahead and give you culture, man. We got something for a little bit of everybody, for the kids, for the young adults, for the adults, and for the elderly. So that's what we do on Sunday, Monday, alternate days. Wednesday is our sports edition. And on our sports, we strictly talk about the intricacies that go on behind the scenes of sports. We really don't care who won or lost. We like to talk about everything that's going on behind it, the business of sports. And then Friday and Saturday is also an alternate night. But today, Saturday, typically we would have a guest on, or we have guests, we have laughter, we have humor, we have love, we have support. We play a game called 10 Question Q&A, and that's just what we do, man. We like to let our hair down on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long work week, and so we like to just come to Coffee Talk and enjoy ourselves on a Friday, Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? So again, welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. Let's go ahead and start the show. Today's flavor because you know we got to give it the flavor before we start the show. Today's flavor is a fig banana smoothie. That's right. Now you could be pouring anything you want. You could pour you some water, some wine, a cappuccino, some coffee, a beer, some water, whatever you do. But tonight's flavor is fig and banana smoothie mixed together. You know what I'm saying? Why though? Well, let's go ahead and talk about the benefits of both. With the fig, and the fig comes from the fig tree out in California, out on the West Coast, if you don't know. But the fig actually is good for your bones. It lowers your cholesterol. It definitely helps you or your grandparents or your parents or even yourself if you're constipated. And it also controls diabetes. So that's why we got the fig inside the smoothie today with the banana. What are the benefits of the banana? Well, the banana is good carbs, all right? Because everybody needs its carbs now. Not the bad ones, but the good ones. But a banana is good carbs. It's high in potassium, and it improves your blood sugar levels as well as your digestive system. So again, the banana and the fig, you're gonna be able to clean all that out of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good taste. It's very smooth, creamy, perfectly sweet. And then you know what you do with it? Add a little touch of cinnamon with that, and that's what you get, the fig banana smoothie. So again, that is today's flavor here at Coffee Talk Podcast. Let me know what's on your mind about fight night tonight. Let me know what you're doing right now. Let me know how your day was. Definitely leave a comment. Hit the like button, share the video, as well as make sure you subscribe, man. You can definitely subscribe on YouTube. And, you know, we just want to see you have fun, man. This show is for you, man. It's positive. It's for you. It's for us. It's the culture. It's Coffee Talk. All right. Now, this brother here, for wise words, this brother right here, I love him. He's a true champion, legend, Hall of Famer, worth $500 million. That's right, $500 million. I done seen him beat nothing but champions. I done seen him fight the best of the best. They used to call him Pretty Boy, but you know what we call him. Floyd Money Mayweather. And so what is the quote that Money Mayweather says for Coffee Talk? You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and dive right into that. Money Mayweather says, if you work good, you're going to get paid very well for it. Simple as that. That's how life goes. If you work hard, you're going to get good results. If you bullshit, you're going to be at the bottom with a bunch of people that's at the bottom. You hear what I'm saying? This is the quote from no other than Floyd Money Mayweather. All right. So now let's go ahead and go on with the show, man. Tonight, we got two major fights, two different promotional companies. One is in the United States. One's out in Melbourne tonight, but it's a great fight. Tonight's fight is fight number 2 between Devin Haney and George Kambosa Jr. Does that name George Kambosa Jr. ring a bell? Well, yeah, it does. He's the dude that beat up on Teofimo Lopez and took all the belts. But since then, he only had one title defense, and that was against a young man right there, as you can see on our screen, Devin the Dream Haney, who comes in with a 28 wins, 0 losses, 15 KOs against George Kambosa Jr., who has 21 wins, 1 loss, and 10 KOs. Man, if you didn't see the first fight, there was a clause put in the fight by George Kambosa Jr., who at that time was the champion. He thought he was doing a favor by taking on Devin Haney because he couldn't get Lemonchenko at the time. due to the, you know, the war with Ukraine and everything going on. So he couldn't get Lomachenko at the time. So he gave Devin Haney a fight for his belt. And it was definitely for the undisputed title. But he put a clause in it saying that if he lost, he wanted to get a second fight. Well, he was dominated. He was dominated from the first round to the 12th round in the first fight. So now they meet again for the second fight down in Australia. It's tonight, October 15th. And the way you can see the fight is you can stream it on ESPN Plus, Hulu, Disney Plus, if you and Sky Sports, if you definitely want to see the show. But let's go ahead and talk about this fight. Top Rank is presenting the fight, of course. This is a 135-pound lightweight division. This is the lightweight division. You know, the lightweight division is loaded. You got people like Ryan Garcia. You got people like Gervonta Tank Davis, who's a champion. You got my boy Shakir Stevens, who just moved up to 135 from 130. And, you know, it's loaded, man. So we don't know how long Devin's going to stay at 135. He's a growing boy, man. Some speculate he may even move up after this fight. But, you know, he's a legend right now, but he wants to put some legendary wins up under his belt. So he's actually chasing either Gervonta Tank Davis, if he can get past Kambosa Jr. tonight, and also Lomachenko. So, you know, and then Shakir called him out, too. Him and Shakir are buddies. But, you know, Shakir likes to eat and eat and eat and eat. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what the future holds for these brothers in January 2023. But we are ending the year as we get ready for November and December with these great fights, man. So again, George Kambosa Jr. Against Devin Haney. Devin Haney has, or should I say, Devin Haney is the undisputed champion. The undisputed champion with the IBF, the WBA Super, the WBC, and the WBO championship belts. He put all four titles, all four belts on the line. He's going to put all four belts on the line tonight against George Kambosa Jr. George Kambosa is trying to get them belts back. But I'll tell you this, man. Let's go ahead and talk about the fight, man. Just some key points. This is why we got to respect the true champion, Devin Haney, man. Young man worked his way up. He's undisputed. To even get those belts, he had to travel down under, man. He had to go to Melbourne, Australia for the first fight and fight Kambosa's, George Kambosa's, in front of a fight fan crowd of 41,129 fans, man. Big arena, nice size, good bread. But he had to take less bread just to get the fight, because really Kambosa's didn't want to see this brother, man. You know, yeah, he luckily got out of that. I won't say luck. Teofimo Lopez was just pushed so high up as a great fighter, and we really didn't see him do nothing but beat the old Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So when Kambosa's got in there, Kambosa's tested Teofimo's heart, man, and he exposed him. So, but George didn't want to fight Devin Haney. No, he didn't want to fight Devin Haney, but he couldn't get nobody else. You know, it wouldn't make sense. My cat's over here in my studio. I apologize. All right. But, you know, the reason why Devin Haney is such a good champion, because he's traveling down there, man. And he's taking that record. He already did the first time when he beat George Kambosa. He took a 27-0 record down to Australia. And you know how it could possibly get in boxing, man, especially when you're not fighting on your own soil. You know, you get out there. Big no. Excuse me, y'all. For all y'all pet lovers, y'all know what it is. But yeah, Devin Haney had to travel down to Australia. And if you ever are having a close fight, you can possibly lose that fight, man. Judges be on one, and throughout the history of boxing, they can steal it from you. You know what I'm saying? So when you go fight in another person's backyard, you know, you got to go in there with grit. You got to go in there and dominate the fight. You can't make it close. And that's with any sport. You know, I remember when we used to play basketball, man. And we would go play those other teams. out in the suburbs or anywhere, we was like, look, man, let's not keep it close because these refs will take it from us. You know, we got to go out there and we got to really go ahead and act like we want to win, not play to lose, but play to win. And, you know, we had to use our advantages and take every mistake and turn it into an advantage to win the game. And so that's what Devin Haney did in boxing, man. He went down there to Australia. How many of you young cats left the country, man, and tested the waters? I know we got a lot of big names. There's a lot of big names in boxing right now, a lot of pure young champions, but you got to give respect to Devin Haney. I don't know why y'all think Devin Haney's sweet, like you can just walk over. You know, a lot of people talk about the power. They say, well, you know, Devin Haney don't have much power. You know, he got 28 wins, 15 KO. So he's about at a 50 percentile of knockouts. You know, it should be up higher, you know. But that's what makes it so intriguing because, see, with Kambosa's having the rematch clause, Kambosa's doesn't have anything to lose right now. Either A, he's just fighting for another check. You know what I'm saying? Because once he gets exposed, this fight, you probably won't see him again. So he's either fighting for a check or he's a scared man. And one of the things that my uncle taught me when I was young, Arthur Jones, is that he told me that you never mess with a scared man, man, because a scared man is going to come out swinging. He's scared. He can hurt you. So with those expectations, Devin is really on point, him and his father, Bill. Shout out to Bill Haney. And again, they traveled to Australia again. So young fighters, take note, man. If you want to be great in boxing, man, you got to take challenges, man. You got to be able to go do what a lot of cats ain't doing, and that's what Devin Haney did. He's going right back down there to Australia, dealing with the fans, and he's been getting great fan support. Australia loves Devin Haney, and the Haney family loves them, and we also love Australia as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know, this dude, George Kambosa, man, he's gonna be fighting for his life, or he's gonna be fighting for a check. What's your thoughts on that? Is he going to be fighting for his life? Does he really want to redeem himself and get those belts back? Is he fighting for a check? Go ahead and leave a comment, man. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts is on George Kambosa Jr. 21 wins, 1 loss, 10 KOs. Yeah, they fight tonight, October 15th. Again, you can check out the fight, streaming it on ESPN Plus, Hulu, Disney Plus, and Sky Sports. The fight is going to actually take place from Rod Laver Arena, and that's in Melbourne, Australia. The last time they fought, it was for 41,129 fans showed up. This is for the undisputed lightweight championship at 135 pounds. So again, let us know what your thoughts are. Tell us who you think is going to win. Tell us what round you think they're going to win in. Go ahead and leave it in the comments. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second commercial break. And when we get back, we're going to definitely talk more about the other match tonight. Didn't I tell you that it's boxing tonight? Definitely boxing. So I'm going to go ahead and hit y'all with a 30-second commercial break, and I will be right back. Peace. Peace. And welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast, the cultural variety podcast show. And I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA. And this is our cultural variety podcast show. All right. What y'all drinking on, man? What y'all smoking on? What y'all doing? Were y'all relaxing, enjoying yourself? Are you at peace? Is there a positive light around you? May all those things be pleasurable for you, and may you definitely be sucker free, man, and continue to shine bright and have positivity around you. You know what I'm saying? All right. So listen, I said we were talking boxing tonight, and tonight we also have PBC boxing. By the way, PBC boxing is on tonight, and they got a great event tonight, man. It's the return of the Brown Bomber himself, Mr. Deontay Wilder, Bomb Squad. And he's fighting an upcoming fighter, man, Robert Helenius. That's right, Robert Helenius is who he's fighting. And Robert Helenius has been on a tear, man. He's done won the last 3-4 of his fights. He just beat the little Popeye face looking brother, man. I don't even remember the dude's name offhand. We don't need to remember because the dude lost. But Robert Helenius just got done beating the little Popeye face boy. If you know who it is, look it up, man, and leave it in the comments who he just fought. But Robert Helenius is from Finland. He has an orthodox stance. He has 31 wins, 3 losses, 20 KOs. He's 6'7" and he weighs 246 pounds. This is a big boy. Deontay Wilder hasn't saw a big boy of this magnitude since he fought Tyson Fury the first 2 fights, and he lost both fights to Tyson Fury. Can Deontay Wilder deal with the weight? Now, this guy ain't that much bigger than Deontay. He ain't but 8-9 pounds heavier than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's coming in at 6'7", 238 pounds, with 42 wins, 2 losses, and 41 KOs. 41 KOs out of 42 is a high percentage, 90% knockout rate. You know, Deontay Wilder, he actually hails from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, man. And again, this was his last fight was a defeat to Tyson Fury. But as he says, man, he doesn't take no dives. If he's ever going to lose, you're going to carry him out on his shield. He's definitely a historian of boxing, and you know, you can't take him for granted, man. Of course, he was the champion at one time, and he's just trying to get back in those rankings, you know. Helenius, however, is moving up. He's moving up the charts in the heavyweight division, and he has his sights on Tyson Fury as well. King Tyson Fury out there, you know. What's your thoughts on the PBS fight tonight between Deontay Wilder and Robert Helenius? Are you going to watch the fight? If you're interested in watching the fight, you can actually see the fight. You can stream it on Fox Sports. You can also order it on pay-per-view. The fight is October 15th, which is today, and the fight is at 9 p.m. Again, this is going to be at the Barclays Center in New York City. It's going to be definitely thunder and lightning. You know what I'm saying? Because these are some big boys, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing you know, Deontay Wilder get back in that ring, man, and just see where he's at from a mental standpoint. I'm not really worried about him physically. Of course, he got the small legs, man. His legs look smaller than my arms, man. And that's no cap. That ain't no diss. But, you know, we want to know where he's at physically. I mean, mentally, you know. The first time he fought, he wore this heavy outfit that he likes to do ring entrances with, and he blamed that the heaviness of his costume took a lot of you know, strength out of his calves and his legs, and he used that as one of the reasons why he took a defeat to Tyson Fury. But we all know, man, we all seen that fight, man. Tyson Fury's just a warrior, man. Whether we want to agree with it or not, he's a warrior. And he's heavy, man. He's what, 6'9", and damn near 300 pounds, man. So if you got somebody like that weighing on you like that, man, you know, it's going to take his toll on you, you know. Imagine lifting weights all day, you know. So it's going to be a great fight. Who you got winning the fight? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. Again, hit the like button, 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 share the video, and make sure that you subscribe to us. So which fight you gonna tune into, man? A lot of y'all, if you do got one of those cable channels where you got all the channels, man, definitely check out that Devin Haney, George Kambosa's fight at 135. That's gonna be nice. I like that weight class. I like the lightweight division. You know, they get off a lot more shots than the heavyweights, but that's no diss. You know, boxing is what it is. Boxing moves as the heavyweight division moves. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what Deontay Wilder is going to do. This is definitely a risk fight for Deontay Wilder. Why? Because if you lose this fight, you might as well hang it up. You know, you got 30 million in a career in net revenue. You got about 30 million is what they're saying. I don't count no man's pocket, but if that's what it really is, that's a decent amount. Yeah, we need more money, of course. They didn't report how much he would make tonight off of this fight, but you know, he would have to win if he wants to secure a bigger bag for him and his family in the world of boxing, you know. And that's really what brothers do it for, man. They do it for the money, and they do it for the love, and they do it for their family. So that's really what it's about. But yeah, it's a big risk for him, because if he loses tonight, you know, 3 losses in a row at the heavyweight division, man, you know, that might be the end of your career right there. Robert Helenius doesn't have much to lose, you know, because he's like he's ranked between 7th and 8th in the heavyweight division. Yeah, he looked pretty good the last time he fought. He's from Finland, very tough guy, very tough opponent, and he has everything to gain. Because if he can just use the same formula that Tyson Fury used, you know, I think he can beat Wilder. I was talking to some of my guys this week, and you know, we always talk boxing before the pre-fights, and I had told them, I said, man, you know, if I had me some trick off money, you know, we call it trick off money when we want to gamble or do whatever. If I had me some trick off money, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Helenius beats Wilder tonight. Yeah. I just, you know, I got a good eye for boxing. And, you know, of course, with Deontay Wilder having a 90% knockout rate, it just takes one shot to knock Robert Helenius out, man. And if Robert Helenius ain't on point, if he's standing flat-footed and he ain't looking, yeah, he can get caught with a hook. You know, that's Deontay Wilder's specialty. Deontay Wilder is also an orthodox boxer. They both have the orthodox stance. But Deontay Wilder loves to swing those hooks, man. And so if Helenius is not looking out for that, it can be night-night. And if Deontay Wilder was to knock him out, I don't think it would go past I don't think it would go past 10. It would probably go, I think he'd be knocked out between the 8th and 9th round if that was the case. But me, I would say Robert Helenius. I'm gonna select Robert Helenius to win the fight tonight. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Let me know who you think's gonna win. Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius, PBS Boxing tonight from the Barclays Centers in Brooklyn, New York. Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Where you watching the fights at? Do you have access to the fights? You know, again, you can check it out on Fox Sports. You also can check it out on pay-per-view as well. You definitely can stream this fight. But that's our show for tonight. But before we go, as we always do, we're going to go ahead and give you what we call our story in sports. So our story in sports is this. The first black world champion in boxing was George Dixon. George Dixon won the bantamweight title on June 27th, 1890, defeating Noonie Wallace in the 18th round. The first black heavyweight boxing champion was Jack Johnson, who won the title December 26, 1908, defeating Tommy Burns in the 14th round in Sydney, Australia. So that is our history for tonight. That is our story in sports. And I just like to say this, man. Thank you, and much gratitude. Thank you for supporting the show, Coffee Talk Podcast, the cultural variety podcast show. And until we meet again, we definitely will see you on more likely we're going to see tomorrow, man. Actually, tomorrow, Sunday, for our cultural studies. We're going to do it for Sunday and not Monday this week. So I'll see you tomorrow for cultural night, cultural studies. And again, thank you again, man. Many blessings to y'all and positive energy being sent your way. And thank you for continuing to support our show, Coffee Talk Podcast, the Cultural Variety Podcast Show. And as I leave, I'll let you know it's your boy, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA. And it's our Cultural Variety Podcast Show. Thank you.